Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Dennis and Will Talk Show. I'm your boy, Dennis.
And I am Willie Philly.
Now, today's subject is going to be a little bit different. No, it's not more politics. No, it's not talking about love. Today, we're going to be talking about the performing arts, a.k.a. voice acting. Now, if you don't know, right here is my computer. Voiceover is a production technique where a voice that is not part of the narrative is used in a radio, television productions, filmmaking, theater, or any presentations. The voiceover is read from a script and must be spoken by someone who appears elsewhere in the production or be a specialist voice talenter, aka voice acting. There are so many in our world who are voice actors who got started out from being nothing and now moving to do something else, and they've been popular ever since. Like, for example, Mark Hamill. He has been the voice of the Joker. The main person he's been doing for the last years he's been doing voiceover. He first started as an actor doing basically Star Wars. So for those who don't know, Star Wars is the biggest franchise besides Fast and the Furious, Harry Potter, Pirates of the Caribbean, whatever you guys can think about. That are the biggest franchises in the world. So he first started out as a actor for Star Wars, and then sooner or later he tried doing voice acting, and his first major role was the Joker. And the Joker has been very popular in his demands. Then he started to evolve more into what he is becoming, from Joker to Chucky to more Star Wars to a lot of people he's been voice acting with. And I think that voice acting is very cool because we get to express ourselves in a character of our choice that we've been picked on and read on, and basically give us basically a script and just read it off and talk as a character we can make of and use our imagination. Just like acting, it's like using your imagination on a stage, but except on a stage, it's literally in front of a microphone with your director, producer, watching you from the soundstage. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, and this week Dennis will be talking a lot because I don't know too much about voice acting. So yeah, he's gonna be the one talking about this mainly.
Yes, because I'm in the process of doing voice acting by using the site called Casting Call Club. It's basically a voice acting gig that you can do to talk with other people around the world who are making projects, fan films, animated films. And so far, I've made 6 auditions in 6 different segments and projects I'm going to be trying to do and see if I can get into, because, we're still stuck in that quarantine life, guys. We're still stuck in that quarantine. The quarantine is just still everywhere. But hopefully by then this whole quarantine will be done, hopefully soon. And hopefully soon that either tomorrow or the next day I will be going back to work at my normal job, which is at a restaurant, which I'm very excited for. So anyway, with voice acting, basically this has been a topic of mine because I've been so obsessed with voice actors and just doing voices, because it's a million talent that we all can do. Like, I explained this to Will because, he should try it, because it's all about basically just changing the tone of your voice, or just trying doing an accent, or just an impression of a character. And doing voice acting will just improve how you can do, besides, because he loves singing. Singing is his passion. Singing and filmmaking are his passions. Mine is acting, voice acting, and also film, because I also want to direct as well. Same thing with my buddy Will. And we also are doing something where we're writing a script of a fan film that we want to produce, but we want to actually have someone else direct it and put it on the screen and see if that's possible, but we don't know for sure. So we're just basically just writing scripts down.
Well, it's not I wouldn't say it's a fan film. It's our own story. Like, we haven't based it off of anything specifically.
Okay, so minor correction. It's basically our film, but we just want to have someone else direct it besides us, because we're young. We're both in our 20s. We don't know how to make money and film a project and all that. I mean, my buddy Will, he knows how to film. He knows how to edit and all that stuff. I mean, I know how to edit. It's been a long time since I've done editing for some things. Anyway, there are so many people we like to admire for voice acting, especially these ones, which Mark Hamill, which I've already named, Tara Strong, Ray Delisle, let's see, Troy Baker. There are so many actors I can think of, but right now I can just think about those characters because I've watched their stuff all of the time. But yes, like I said, Mark Hamill, he started as Star Wars and he continued on until now he done voice acting and he did the Joker, which was he was really good at it, honestly.
Yeah.
Like the numerous times he's been the Joker, it just surprises me at some points. Troy Baker, he's another amazing voice actor that I admire. He's been doing a lot of voices. He did Shinnok from Mortal Kombat 10, and then he was also the voice of Aaron Black, also from Mortal Kombat 10 and Mortal Kombat 11. So yeah, that's a lot he's been doing. He's also did think I think some other games. I can't remember. Can't remember what else he did. Give me a second. But yeah, there's just a lot that people have done. Like, oh yeah, Troy Baker has also done the Joker. I forgot about that. He did a lot of people. I know that for a fact. He was also let's see. He appeared in Spider-Man into the. Wait, he was in Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse? What was it the voice of?
I don't know.
He was in Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Batman Assault on Arkham. He was in Hotel Transylvania 3, most of the Batman stuff. He was also played as Jason Todd, aka Red Hood, the Arkham Knight, in Batman Arkham Knight. He's appeared in a lot of stuff. Resident Evil. Let's see, The Imposter. Hold on, Transylvania 2. Like I said, guys, there are so many he's been on. I'm not gonna also just be naming them from like order by order.
He's also gonna be in the new Marvel Avengers game as Bruce Banner.
Yeah, that's right. So that's another thing we know is that he's gonna be on the new Avengers Assemble game. And if you've not gotten your hands on it, make sure you get it because it won't be out until what? September?
I think September, yeah.
Yeah, September 20th. It says September 20th. That's what I remember.
I'm just gonna get it when I get my PS5.
Yeah. Also, if you didn't notice, the PS5 will be coming out in the holidays, and hopefully I will get myself one too because I've been an Xbox my entire life. But I'm getting off topic. There's another person I adore was Tara Strong. She was voiced as Bubbles, Raven from the Teen Titans, and I think a lot of other characters. But I've mostly known her from Raven from the Teen Titans and from Teen Titans Go, which was another show that was supposed to be a good show, but really didn't make out the quite expectations for people. Which I'm not. I mean, I like the show, but it's just not the same without the original. Because the original was pretty fun. Ray Delisle, she was the voice as the Wicked Witch from The Wizard of Oz. She was also the voice of Vicky from The Fairly Odd Parents. And I believe there's just someone else. Oh, wait, I forget the other ones, but that's all I know from Ray Delisle. There's another one. Steve Blum. He also is a voice actor. He voiced as the Toonami guy from the old network show called Toonami, which was my childhood. And I don't know if you ever watched Toonami. I don't think you have.
I have not, no.
Okay, so the Toonami guy is the space guy. He wears all black helmet, and he just basically just speaks and all that. He also played as Wolverine, Starscream from Transformers Prime, and I think Transformers something. There was another Transformers animated show. I forget that was. Oh, what's another one? There's also the Disney characters. Disney people who have done a lot of voice acting gigs. There's also this one guy. I think he played Nathan Drake. I think from I forget what the game was called, but I know it's the character, but I just forget the name of the game. But he played Nathan Drake, the guy who if you have not know who he is, we'll probably find a picture of him right here, possibly if we can find one. Let's see. One thing I wanted to know is what's cool about voice acting is that you literally can portray your voice based on the character that you're given and how they sound like. Like for example, if like myself, I want to be a voice actor. I would want to sound something like this if I was put down for as a butler of a family. Like let's say if I was the voice character of a butler, I'll be like this. Well, if you would understand what it likes to live with the master, you would know everything that has to be going to plan. And then I would take that and I would up the beat, where I'd be like, well, you can certainly say that the master has not intentionally want you to disturb his slumber while he is sleeping. And so on and so forth, guys. Basically, the voice acting gig is basically where you just basically change the tone of the voice based upon your very first character that you work with. So the character you work with will basically be sounding differently from the next time you go to work on it, but just more like upbeat, a higher. And another thing from the casting call club. Sorry if I butchered that name. There's also a singing job. So if there's like a singing project that people want to bring, and it's also going to be posted on YouTube. There is people who have YouTube channels and all of that. Like it's all posted on YouTube, and it has literally everything they need and all that. So, but yeah, this is like a project that I'm going to be working on, trying to get myself entertained while this whole quarantine is, and hopefully I get back to my job before, all that happens again. But yeah, like voice acting has just been my favorite because I've always wanted to do it, but I just never got the chance to actually like do something, like actually travel down to somewhere, find a gig and then do it. Because, it takes time. It takes, hours to drive to a place, find an audition, do the thing, and then get the part. So it's kind of like doing acting. It's like you wait for there's a musical or a play, and you want to get this part. You practice it. You keep practicing until you get the audition. You show them, and basically you get the part right away. And just like many actors, like Chris Pratt, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Natasha Roman, Scarlett Johansson. Sorry, not Natasha. That would be really weird. Elizabeth Olsen. Everyone from the Avengers, Disney characters, they all had to train and work hard to do what it is for the character. Like whether it's working out, whether it's practicing your vocal cords, what is singing out a song to give for a singing gig, whatever it is, guys. Voice acting, and professionally singing are all kinds of stuff. But mostly this is mostly about voice acting because voice acting has been, like I said, it's been the most important thing to me because I want to become that. But it takes time, it takes practice, and it also takes a little bit of encouraging yourself to go out there and do the thing, which I have not done because I stuck at home. I'm stuck at home all day. I have nothing better to do. I have no car, no license, but all that stuff is done. Like I just want to put on, like, just be awesome at something I can do. Like I've done acting for 4 years. I should be able to do something that's like up next level based upon acting, except like it's all digital and animated, which was pretty cool. So I don't have to worry about being afraid because yes, for those who are not wondering, I can get a little nervous when it comes to auditions. So that happens to me a lot of times. But it's okay. It's okay to mess up because it's part of being human.
Yeah.
But it's also a part of just learning, not to make a mistake. Remember your lines. It's like I said, it's like acting. Remember your lines, where you are, where you left off. All that stuff is what basically voice acting is. You basically evolve your tone, the voice, and you continuously to do it over and over and over until you get the right pitch. Just like singing, like my buddy Will. He's done choir. He's done a lot of choir. And he's probably had to practice a lot of times to get the right note, to get the right keys, to get right all this stuff. Like, basically, guys, it's all about practice. And trust me, if I was doing something like this, I would not be talking like this much often because I would be doing it by a script. because like I said, I know I'm going to repeat myself, guys. Just bear with me. Voice acting has been my one thing I want to do besides acting, and I really want to get into that gig, but it's, like I said, it takes time, it takes motivation to do it, and also a kick in the butt to do something. because, if you can't do it, then you're not going to succeed and you're not going to get that chance again. You're probably just going to have to wait until you can move yourself to go do it. And trust me, I'm trying to do my best for my mom because we got to do stuff around here. And, got to motivate her to do that. Just like motivation has to help us throughout life, because life is a pain in the ass. But that's for the politics stuff. So if you've not seen that video, make sure to go watch that first. Will, do you have any questions you want to ask me about voice acting?
When did you realize you wanted to do it?
I was watching this YouTube channel called Twisted Tunes. If you're not subscribed to that channel, please go follow it. It's not a sponsor to the channel. I just like saying it because literally the whole channel is about voice actors all together reading a script of a movie or whatever, a show, and then just perform in front of a live audience. Okay. It got me interested to want to do it because I've watched it so many times. I'm just like, why can't I not try this on my own time? Try to get myself into the voice acting gig. Because I've done impressions. I'm gonna do Kermit the Frog here, or I can do Stewie Griffin from Family Guy, or Peter from Family Guy. I want to be able to expand the horizon and expand myself to a new style of not just acting and doing voice impersonations, but I want to do voice acting. And it's basically like acting, but you're just moving with your voice. You do so let's just a scene from Star Wars. You're in a scene fighting battle droids. Basically, you have a line of dialogue, but you also have to make sure you're doing the fights. It's going basically because it shows that the dialogue is saying that you are doing a lot of movement in if you're in a desert, you have to scream into the microphone to tell you're screaming, you're going through a storm because it's so much, because people won't hear you. So you have to actually yell it out and make sure your voice is tuned to that volume in where people can, like I said, hear you and be able to understand what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, Twisted Tunes was the very first thing when I saw about voice acting. I've been doing impressions. Everyone in my school, everyone in my life loved my impersonations. Everyone loved it. They think I would be cool for something. But then when I saw this, I was like, why can't I get myself into this? And so later on, when I had the money, I bought myself this microphone, which I'm currently using right now. That I have been doing. I've been going on a website to see if there's any projects I can work on and see if I can get in contact with people that I can work with, and just try to do something, try to get myself expanded out there and see how things go. Yeah. And maybe one day I will get into a voice acting gig. We will see once my voice is expanded, all that good stuff.
Yep.
Any other questions?
What made you, I guess, what was it that makes you enjoy it, I guess?
Just hearing all, your ever since I watched, Disney Channel and Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, and I've heard so many voice people just talking in these characters, and when I've actually see the person that's actually voiced as that character, I was like, what? And ever since then, I've just got myself interested. I'm just like, oh my god, I want to be like that. I want to actually see myself as a character in a show or in a movie, and do like that. Let's say, like I said about our movie, our basically movie together.
Yeah.
I'm playing as Sam. I'm the guy from the future. And then my buddy, I can't talk today, guys. Guys, it's Sunday. No one talks on a Sunday. My buddy Will, he plays Mark on the thing, on our story. And basically, it's a supernatural, outcasters with powers, and just, basically one person travels to the future, has to be put into a machine that transports him to the future. And then he meets Sam. They could become brothers. they go on adventures together and expand, they find love and all that good stuff. Like, let's say if that were to be basically a TV series, let's say on a show, like obviously Will will be voiced as Mark, I'd be voiced as Sam. So Sam would probably sound like this. You know, guys, I honestly think that we can actually expand our powers if we just really just concentrate. Just try to gather as we much can go. And let's just say, okay, what would Mark say? Like, what would his voice sound like if you were to do it, Mark? If you do it, Will?
How long did it take you to come up with that?
It took me a while because I was just trying I was like, because he can't sound very deep or different with an accent because it sounds very stupid.
No, like that's what Mark would say to Sam.
It's like, so how did you guys get your powers? I feel like that's like what he would sound like, but I feel like what you come up with would definitely sound really awesome with your character. And then obviously we'd have 2 other female characters, still the leader of the outcasts, blah blah blah, the evil bad guy, parents, blah blah blah, whoever it is. Like, honestly, if I could pick someone from the acting gig to play as the villain, I would choose Mark Hamill to play as the villain because he is so sinister. He's like, his voice is so sinister that I really want him to be that guy, to be like, "Ooh, well, what do we have here? Outcasts, eh? I thought we got rid of them," or something around there. Like, I imagine he would be the perfect villain.
That. Yeah,
I could definitely see that too. And then I would definitely see Troy Baker as my dad, like playing as the father. No.
Oh.
No, yeah, as my father. And then I would see as Tara Strong as my mother. And then for my buddy Will, I would definitely see, who would be a good one. There's so many people I would love to see become. There's so many, like I said, guys, there's so many actors I would want to see voice acting for his character's parents in the present, correct? Like, he was when he would travel back.
It would be, they would be in the past.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
guys, we've been working on it, but we just haven't been like really enticing it because I think we just been having like a lot of difficulties because with him working, me not. I mean, I could have worked on more on the script, but I want to actually work with him. I actually want to work with him, come up with ideas together as individuals. So basically, we are basically the writers and actors in this movie because it's our script. We created this. We want this to be directed by someone else who would want to direct this movie or want to make it as a TV show.
Yeah. Who do you would play your girl?
If I could pick, I would definitely pick Dove Cameron. I would love to have Dove Cameron on to play as Sam's girl. And then for you, I would think Sophia Carson from Descendants. And these 2 are from Descendants. Definitely play as your character's girl.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, yeah. And then I would probably have Boo Stewart as the leader of the Outcasts.
Oh.
I would definitely see that. But yeah, guys, like I said, voice acting's been my thing ever since I've watched Twisted Toons, since I've got an interest on it, since I got my microphone, since I've done voice impersonations. There's just been so many things I want to do, but at the same time, there's like little time to try and prepare yourself for that moment because we don't know if the world's gonna end or not because we're still in that quarantine life.
Yes, we are.
Any more questions?
I don't.
You don't? Okay. Here, let me ask you a question. If you were to be in the voice acting career, would you want to work with me to work beside me to be in a TV show or a movie, or try to expand yourself to work with other people?
I'd like to work with you. I think it would be really fun.
Oh yeah. Trust me.
It wouldn't matter to me either way, but working with you would be really fun.
Oh yeah, because if you guys not know, my buddy Will and I, we've been best friends for 3 years. We've been best friends for 3 years straight, and I think we're almost close till no next year. We have to wait till next year.
This summer will be the 4th year.
Okay, so this summer will be the 4th year at the end of this month, I think. I think the end of this month will be 4 years. So can't wait for that. But yeah, I could definitely see us working together because we bonded so many times, like over a call and just working with scripts, trying to come up with characters and just working things out. And also, stay tuned, guys. One day, on 4th of July, me and my buddy Will are going to be. I'm going to be in Philly for his barbecue, but I don't know. We haven't talked to Scott yet because I'm talking about our friend whose name's Scott. What day we're leaving and when we were staying. He said he said to me that we're probably gonna go there and stay and then leave the next day. But I feel like we should like leave on the 3rd, stay for the 4th, and then leave by the 5th, so that we can like all hang out for those 3 days. So that maybe like one day when we're there, you and I can be doing something with Scott, playing basketball, or you and I will just do our podcast, or just us doing something. And then obviously the 4th we will stay in there for the barbecue, and then we would hang out more, do that stuff, and then maybe by the 5th we'll probably leave like around like after mid-afternoon-ish, roughly around there. And we can still like hang out and do stuff, no matter what happens, what we do. And then we get to do like just like I said, our podcast, and then write more on the script, play WWE, Spider-Man, whatever it might be, and we could just go live on Facebook or go live on YouTube, talk things out, what our fans think about things, and all that good stuff like that. That's what my original plan is when I come down there. It's just to spend time with Will, because we spend so much time on the phone, but we have not spent in person due to the fact of this quarantine.
Yeah.
So I want to like do stuff in Philly before I move next year, and I'm in South Carolina, which will suck, distancing and all that, but at the same time, there will be chances where I can actually fly down there or drive down to Philly and then drive back home at another time. And then maybe he'll want to drive down to South Carolina and then probably drive back down to Philly. Whatever the may case be in the future, we will never know. We will find out when that comes. But yeah, but yeah, voice acting is really just an amazing thing to expand on besides acting and a whole other stuff. So, but yeah, I think that's about it. For the voice acting. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this podcast. We really appreciate you guys subscribing to our channel and comment some comments. I don't know if we have any comments. Do we have any comments on our videos, or just likes? Okay. One day we'll have to do a live Q&A on our channel. Hopefully we can. Sure. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do that when you're down or something.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. We could just talk on social media and be like, hey guys, we're about to go live on the Dennis Will Talk Show. Ask us some questions about it. If you're not seeing our videos, please go check them out. Ask them some questions. What are the plans? Blah, blah, blah. All that good stuff. And we'll tell you more about what we do.
Yeah.
But, yeah, guys, this is the end of this podcast. It's not the end of the day, but it's the end of the podcast. We thank you guys for subscribing to our channel and clicking the bell icon and just being here with us and continuously support us with this amazing channel we created. It was my idea, because I did an interview channel, and I still haven't done with Will. We still haven't done the interview channel with my buddy Will.
Yeah, anytime though.
Yeah, anytime when it's. Wait, maybe we can do it when I come to you. We can do your interview in live in person. That'll be better.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, like this has honestly just been so much fun hanging out with my buddy Will and just getting to talk to you guys, tell you about what's going on, and what's our opinions on things, because it's our thing. But yeah, so this is gonna be the end of this video and this podcast. If you have not, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, click on that bell icon, and comment down below some questions and some opinions you want us to talk about and what's going on around the world and how are things going well. And as always, me and my buddy will see you guys and girls in our next video. Peace.